times where depth is essential is powerlifting competition, CrossFit competitions, isn't it like parallel, like it's that same as powerlifting competition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so if you're doing wall balls and hip creases over the okay. So it's pretty much the same as power. But actual, and Cam, you can probably speak to this, there aren't any rules on depth in Olympic lifting, right? It's not a rule on it, it's just maximising. So people think that you have to get a full depth squat.
No, but the lower you can squat, the less high you have to pull the bar.
Yeah, and the most you're maximising the space.
Then
So
I'll know if there are weightlifters, I'll always recommend to squat as low as possible they can.
yeah, so expand on that. So what do you mean by methodological handling techniques? So say somebody can't go as deep as you'd like them to go initially, what would you be doing straight away to address that long term?
Definitely I would stop them where if there's any movement on the back or pelvis, I would stop them there. If anything you start arching, rounding, either way, I would stop them just before that happening.
So you would go within their, better way to describe it, like you would go within their optimal range of motion they currently have.
Yes, and with maintaining a good technique or posture or bracing and everything else.
And when they say to you like, oh, I need to get depth, what would you say?
I would definitely stop them there, hold the positions, and with the time they will develop better understanding and control on the core and hips as well.
Does that everyone kind of agree with that? Yeah. I completely agree with that. Like, and I think like this comes back to my point of, and we've got members here, and I think I'm guilty of it as well. I can't bother to hammer, I can't bother to tell the person like, but we've got to try and be better than that as best as we can. And I think like we see people, and I'm glad Cam explained the way he did, because say in the class, for example, we've got, I don't know, wall balls or something. If we allow people to go to depth, they don't currently possess some, whatever reason it is, right, ability, we're only ingraining bad range of motion. They're not going to suddenly develop the ability to maintain position. And that's where, perhaps when we're doing squat training, we explain to them, like, you can't go below this because of, you've tried playing in a start position, it doesn't work. So you've got to say, okay, outside of me doing a one-to-one session with you and really going into detail on this, I've played with your stance, I've got you doing these things, it still isn't right, like, you just need to work within this range of motion from now, and whether that's wall balls, whatever, and then they'll say to you, yeah, but like, in a competition, I'd like to do that depth. And my argument to that would always be, okay, when you're in a competition, it's win or lose. I don't care. If you ingrain some bad technique for the day, I'm pretty sure it's not going to long term have a big effect.
I would say if they can't squat all the way down and holding the good position, they shouldn't compete. As simple as that.
Right, but if
they can't squat properly, then why would you compete?
But let's say they go into the opener, because anyone can go into the opener, right? And at the end of the day, I'd agree with that, but you know what people are like, and you can tell them that, and they're going to do whatever, right? But I think within classes, and this comes back to my bigger point in this, is that when they're here doing a class, as an example, they're training, right? We're developing skills, we're developing technique, right? So we don't need them to do full depth. Like, we need them to go whatever they can effectively do, and then maybe suggest, look, when you're doing your own training, suggest some ideas, pause squats, right, to improve their depth. And but it's just this idea of, like, for me, you see it all the time, the best depth for a squat is parallel or whatever, right? And it's like, yes, there are reasons why a good range of motion is useful. You get muscle recruitment, larger muscle recruitments, therefore you'll get stronger for a bigger range of motion, so therefore muscles are getting stronger, etc. So you've got an athlete, let's say, and in my old job, we had varying amounts of depth for lots of different reasons. But it is still, to me, a variable point. Like, it isn't, the only time it must be here is in a powerlifting position or a CrossFit position, as far as I'm currently aware. And then subs to that would be weightlifting. You need to be, if you're going to compete, you know, it's going to eventually limit how heavy you can go, even if your technique is better, right? But even if you look at weightlifters, like, there's variance in heights, and some of the heavyweight guys, they don't quite look as deep as some of the lighter guys, right? But that's also to do with their proportions. And the bigger guys, correct me if I'm wrong, are able to produce more force and get the bar higher angle, right? So maybe they don't need to, I don't know. But
and they're slower in general under the bar, that's why they're going to catch.
yeah, so they're cutting down to the spaces. So So position on back, we touched on this, so but essentially, again, even in powerlifting position, you don't have to do low bar. There are top level powerlifters who do a considered high bar position. You just have to know why you might want a lower bar position. I would say generally for squatting, we're talking about high and low bar. I could argue there's a middle bar position as well, right? Like you said earlier, shouldn't we teach high bar, it has more crossover, transfer of CrossFit. However, like depending on different portions, like it might be that you need to tell someone just have it a little bit lower, but it's not a low bar position. And ultimately, I would say it needs to be the position that helps you do the best squat you can. So if I say to you, and if you look at like point 1 on the fault, like we say it's got to be high bar position, but that person through perhaps ankle range of motion and combined with femur length has a very large forward hip, right? Their torso is shorter relative to their leg length, right? We'll get that concept there. So that kind of person is going to lean a bit more forward naturally in their squat, right? Well, you ask them to put it quite high, they might start to crane their neck, and it's just adding to, it's not at the bar in their midfoot when they hit the bottom. So you might say to someone like, that could be a reason we might just have it a little bit lower. It's not low bar, but it's a bit, don't be too, I don't think we need to be too obsessed with extremes of high bar, low bar. It needs to be in a good position, over the midfoot when they stood up, and as close to that as possible at the bottom, right? If that means them to put it a little higher, and it doesn't compromise their position because they keep the relative upright torso, great. If it means they lean a bit more forwards, maybe you need to put it a little bit lower, that's fine as well, right? We just need to use our common sense, we need to look, we need to analyse and make a decision. And as I said, links to torso angle. So again, ideally, if you're doing the best optimal thing for Olympic lifting, the higher, more upright torso angle is always going to be more successful in cleans and snatches, right? Some people are going to struggle with that to some degree, and they may need to experiment with stances and different positions, but I can tell you right now that I've worked with very long-legged athletes, so rugby players, a lot of them have very, very long legs compared to torso. I've seen and been and spent time with some sprint coaches and stuff, and again, sprinters typically have very, very long legs relative to torso, triple jumpers, etc. And these people are going to lean forward a lot more than you might think is optimal. And I think just think about why torso angle is important, right? It's not that absolutely everyone should have an upright torso, because it's just not physically possible. Some people are going to lean forward more than others, and that will mean that their hips might be further away from the centre of mass, right? But that's to do with their body proportions, that's maybe it's to do with restrictions, so if they've got an ankle restriction issue, it's easy to test that, and it's easy to work around that. We talked about raising heels and stuff earlier. Like, it's important that you understand that torso angle is a variable to me.